difficult. It's difficult. When I deployed, there was me and one female officer. That was it. And it was tough, very tough.
I come from a military family, and my dad was in the Air Force. He loved it. And he actually passed away before I went in. And when I was raising my hand as a second lieutenant, it was very emotional for me because had he been alive, he would have been there. But I could tell you that had he been alive and he was there, he also would have been taken aback, to say the least.
Even the general public doesn't, they see a man and a woman and they see a veteran plate, they automatically assume that it's the man that's the veteran. It's happened with my husband, both of us are veterans, and it's happened when we've been in the car. They'll go up and congratulate him and thank him for his service, and they don't ask that question, whether or not it's me or him or maybe both.
To do what you do and to do it well, we call it clutch. You know, in sports, we came through on the clutch. It came out perfect. When you're a woman or a female and you're in an all-male environment, the bias against you demands that you've got to be double clutch to be as good as the men. So that drove me, and I can't really complain about that in so much that it created a person inside of me that doesn't give up, that keeps on coming, keeps on trying, and got through so many of the problems that I had. Homelessness, I was homeless. Hungry, I've been hungry.
You're hypervigilant when you're overseas, and especially in a combat zone, and or in a unfriendly country, and so you just look around every corner to make sure that you're safe.
I had some pretty bad PTSD, but I didn't know it. I didn't even think I was very aggressive, but I was. I had anger problems. I don't have them anymore, but that's because I was able to go to the VA, and I was able to go to the vet center, and I was able to get a lot of care, and I needed it. I really needed it.
I was shocked. I don't know about the two of you, but I was shocked. I had no idea that our VAs had what they call women veteran program managers. And that's the health side of the house. And then on the benefit side of the house, we have women veterans coordinators. So when we are out and about and we're doing our outreach, what we try to emphasize and foot stomp for our women veterans is you're not doing this by yourself.
In one of my groups, my women's group, there was a woman, and she was having issues with her landlord. Mm-hmm. And really issues. She didn't feel safe. Mm. And later on, I took her aside and I suggested that she go to legal aid, mm-hmm. because they have a specific for veterans. And I saw her about a month later, and she almost broke my neck. She was so happy. She'd gotten out of the lease. She had gotten a different apartment, and she was gone back to school, and she was just really ecstatic.
The better job we can do of getting that information out, then the better job we help them to live a better quality of life. And so it might be housing. It might be that they need a job. It might be that they have no health care. And they don't even know they're eligible for the VA health care. And now, I've never ever seen our nation as wired and motivated to help our veterans get jobs.
I think we all do it. I think we all feel that the trauma or the things that we've been through are you don't want to believe that they're widespread. You don't want to believe that more than you have had to bear that burden. And it's a heavy burden to bear. It's too much to bear, really. And then when I went in and I found that I wasn't alone and that somebody did understand what I had gone through, that's when I started to make my changes. That's when I got better.
And that takes a while, I think, for anybody when they've come back from deployment or from another country, having served their time, to feel safe again. And I feel safe at the vet center.
I know Deb and I have been in different settings out there, and while we're doing outreach, and when that validation occurs, the validation that you served in the military and you are worthy and have in fact earned different services and benefits, it is a very emotional experience.
There's no such thing as an army of one. It doesn't exist. And I don't like that phrase, period, because you would never get there as an army of one. It takes everybody. So luckily, we've got a new commission. We've got things. They're recognizing females, and we are getting our care. But not enough women are getting the care.